Let's go.
podcast. We're streaming today on March 8th, Friday. We're putting in that grind. We have a couple of topics that we want to go over today. We searched the internet for TikTok for the latest conspiracies, sad news, happy news, and other cloud
Darkness.
demons that we can find. Darkness.
Yeah.
Miguel,
Darkness
how,
is out
how,
there, man.
how has your week been today?
Pretty good week. Can't really complain. As far as everything going according to plan, dude. Can't complain. 9 to 5, work, come home, clean house, walk a dog. That's how life is. Everyone lives the same life. I'm pretty sure everyone watching this lives a similar life.
Thank you for that boring ass explanation of your day, bro. Could have
That's how it
just
goes,
picked.
bro. You asked me. I
Nah,
gave you.
dude, you could have picked the most happy thing that ever happened to you. I don't know. You ate Chick-fil-A or something. You could have said something cool
Nah,
like
I
that.
have not been eating Chick-fil-A. I gave it up for Lent.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good, dude. You gave it up. I'm glad.
Yeah. Are you still eating bread forever? Wait, no.
Yeah, dude, I'm still eating bread forever till March 26th, and I feel like I don't want to do it anymore, but I just gotta keep doing. I gotta push through, and hopefully it helps me and it helps people around me. Just I don't know, be better people somehow.
Okay.
Mm, yeah. Did you hear that Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson?
I did, man. It's pretty crazy that he. As actually, what's crazy is that they're gonna be doing it on Netflix, and Netflix is trying to get into sports. This is like their first big event, or any sporting event that I've heard of is gonna be on Netflix. So it'll be, from what I saw, Jake post about, it's gonna be like directly to all 500 million viewers of the who are subscribed to Netflix. So it's not like ESPN or any other place where you gotta buy the pay-per-view separate. I think it's pretty smart from Jake. Uh he's probably gonna get paid like by number of streams, like number of viewers or something like that. They're both gonna get big paydays, Mike Tyson and Jake. But what I think is relatively relatively strange is that I don't know if it's a win-win for Jake, because if he beats a 57-year-old Mike Tyson, it's like, okay, you beat old past his prime Mike Tyson, and if he beats you, bro, like your your whole legacy, your whole career path is ruined. Which he's trying to become this uh boxer, like who actually has a career, like a champion. So if he somehow gets defeated by Mike
Damn it, we
Tyson,
froze.
what?
Um, the live stream is frozen. It just froze. Riverside froze for like a split second there.
Oh,
But you're
cool.
saying that yeah, it's a lose lose. It's a lose lose to fight someone who's 57 years old, because if you lose, you got beat up by an old boxer. But if you win, you beat up someone who's old. Like what talent do you really have there? But have you seen the videos of Mike Tyson sparring, bro? He looks like a beast, man.
Apparently they're old though. Like it's weird because those videos are old. And he went on Joe Rogan. He's like, after that video, I couldn't. I went to sleep. I went to bed for a week. I couldn't move. So like,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Jake posted a video that's about 3 or 4 years old. Like that's not growing up
Oh,
Mike Tyson, and that's not him. Like he said it himself in the podcast that after a week, after that, he's like knocked. He was sore for a week, couldn't get out of bed because of how much force he had to exert. So I don't know. It's gonna be a strange fight to see Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I believe it's like in July 20th. But I mean,
and
pretty
they're
impressive. Pretty impressive that he got the fight.
they're fighting in Texas, right? Like they're in the AT&T
Dallas Cowboy
Stadium.
Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's a huge event, man. That's I
We've
don't
been
know if
there.
they're
We
gonna.
saw Mexico there. It's a
We
crazy
s-
venue.
yeah, we saw Mexico there. The World Cup is gonna be there, and Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It's interesting because Jake Paul had a fight last week, and no one really cared about it. No one knew about it.
He knocked out some guy real quick, huh?
Yeah, he knocked out some guy who used to be a really good boxer. Don't even know his name, so he wasn't even that popular. But the interesting thing was that Jake Paul was not the he wasn't the main event. He was like the undercard, and the girl was a main event. But the girl like quit. She got like a sick or something, so she couldn't do it. So then he ended up being the main event, and like it lasted a couple rounds, I think 1 or 2 rounds, and then like people were just saying, "Hey, like this is the end of internet boxing. You fought. You were like the Jake Paul's like the main internet boxer who people want to watch, and
Mm-hmm.
his fight had no views. People didn't know about it. But
Right.
next thing you know, he fights. He's trying to fight Mike Tyson. So just very interesting because you never really know when things are gonna die and when they're picking up. Like this whole Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson probably had months of planning and
Right.
organizing and going back and forth. In the meantime, he was fighting this one guy who no one knew about. And it's interesting because you get clowned a lot if you're Jake Paul. If you're fighting someone, even if you win, now it's not even like getting clowned because you lost, because now you win so much. Now you get clowned for not getting enough views, right?
That's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean,
So,
that's it's the career path he's chosen, bro. I mean, like comparing him to Logan Paul, Logan Paul's really leaned into the whole WWE thing, right? Like,
mhm.
I saw a tweet recently of like he had on him Prime is somehow partnering with WWE, so he's like he has that going, and I guess these guys, they're thinking long term, so they're thinking of these are gonna be the career paths for a while, like Logan's probably like, what, I'm gonna be like The Rock, I'm gonna become like The Rock, like John Cena, like all these guys who had large careers in WWE and then pivoted to acting, becoming industry moguls and owning companies and stuff. I can definitely see that. I think that's what they're trying to do. And Jake's trying to go more of an athlete way, and be a boxer, a career boxer. That's what I think's
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, that's what the internet was saying, that like all the influencers who are boxing, they kind of just do it like a side hustle. Like Logan Paul does the boxing, but he owns Prime, and he's like, more focused on being married and having a family. Then you have someone like Bryce Hall, who is a boxer, but he's like still like just like a guy who does like, internet videos. But Jake Paul quit doing all YouTube to focus on boxing. He still has a little YouTube channel, but it's like I feel like he doesn't really put that much interest in it. So people were clowning him for that, but I'm happy he's fighting Mike Tyson. He got what he manifested, but at the same time, it's kind of scary, because what if he like kills Mike Tyson, or what if Mike Tyson kills him, like, or what if like Mike Tyson just like has a heart attack from like putting all the
Yeah.
effort in the middle of the ring.
Right. Yeah. I mean, 57 years old, bro. I mean, how old your dad? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think 58, 57, yeah, the same.
exactly, bro. That's your dad's age. So, like, damn. You know,
Yeah,
you think you could be
it's
your dad? Do you here's something interesting question. Do you think you could be your dad in a fight?
I would say yes, but I don't even want to think about that, bro. I don't know.
It's an interesting question because look, it took a long time to respond, bro.
Yeah, because like just because I can doesn't, like, maybe I can, bro. Maybe he knows like some
Your
moves
dad's
that
from
like,
Mexico, bro. Your dad was raised in
yeah,
Mexico, man. Don't forget.
and I never fought anyone ever, so it's like I don't know if, I mean, I'm big, but
Yeah,
like
I'm
I'm
betting on your
not
dad,
even.
bro. I'm betting on your dad.
You betting on my dad?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
I was playing Fortnite. I started streaming on Kick, and I want to start streaming every day, but it's just very difficult. But I went on Kick to live stream, and I played Fortnite, and Fortnite is so different, like from what I used to. And I started playing that thing like in December. That's when I started playing Fortnite. Then I stopped playing it, and now it's so different. There's like
Yep.
these trains. There's like this Egyptian, Greek like area, different guns. Have you like? Did you ever play that game, or do you think it's too
Yep.
much for child?
I was never. Actually got into playing with my friends whenever during COVID. Like that was kind of a big thing. I think a lot of people got into it during that. You can't really do much. And I remember I bought a PS4 right before that happened, before COVID happened. So yeah, I played Fortnite with my friends, and it was fun, man. You would get like the whole battle royale game type of games like kind of took off. You could play with your friends, be in a chat, and like it was just funny. Like I don't know, it was so fun because like the game can be as difficult and as like rewarding as you want it to be, right? Like if you want to be a noob and just like hide away the whole time, you can do that.
Yeah,
Um, but if you want to be like super into the game and like be moving around and looting and getting all this stuff, you can definitely do that. But yeah, I saw you streaming the other day, and I was like, "Damn, this game looks so different. You're driving like a Land Rover, bro." I was like, "What the heck? You driving a car?" Like,
yeah, dude. I was driving a Land Rover, and when I got in the car, it played music, like actual songs
like
from like
GTA,
real
it's like
life.
GTA style.
Yeah, it's like GTA. And then my stream got claimed from YouTube because of
I
copyright
saw
material.
that.
Because the second I got in the car, they were playing music, and it's just like, I
It's
don't know,
so
dude. Like,
dumb. What the hell? Like, what you supposed to just mute it when that happens, or what the fuck? Like,
I don't know. Maybe there should be an option. Maybe where it's like, if you're gonna live stream, click here, and then we won't play music in the car.
so you're playing
Cause
on your Switch, right? You what's it called? Use the a capture
yeah,
card to get it on your Switch.
yeah, I used a capture card because I have the Elgato, and I connected it using the HDMI to my Switch, and I have my Switch right here, and yeah. So then I just open OBS, and like the
The
Switch
input
is
goes.
on OBS. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's how I play, and then I just have my camera here, the Sony, and then I'm just look on the screen. I have like the Twitch like chat and everything. So
That's cool, bro. That's a
yeah,
cool setup.
because I think what I want to do with that is I mean, every streamer starts with being like a gamer, right? Kai, Aiden, XQC, all these streamers were just gamers at first, and then they weren't even the
Pivoted.
best. Yeah, they weren't even
Yeah.
the best at gaming. They were just talking or doing bets and stuff. So what I want to do is I want to be able to play a video game and then just talk about like internet drama and then put into like Opus clips to make like little shorts and then put that on TikTok. So it's I already have like the bottom of it is already the video game, you know. So I don't have to like put Subway Surfer or something, you know. It's just me.
It's already. Yeah.
Yeah, but oh, I have here a list of topics that I want to go over. We were mentioning them earlier,
Got you.
and the first one is the Akaria Toriyama. Do you know what that is?
Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball Z. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Do you remember that sound, bro? A lot of people were
Yeah.
like, "What?" Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that
the
sound.
tsunami sound. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dragon Ball Z's the next episode. Yeah, dude. I think it's a sad day for any anime fan because that anime like kind of inspired a lot of people and a lot of people saw it growing up. Uh, and yeah, it was one of I think it's the first anime I ever saw. To be fair, yeah,
Mm.
it was. I mean, it's a lot of people's first anime, because it has that whole. It's a combination of like superhero, like Marvel, like DC, all that kind of stuff. It kind of just it's the best version of that. Like it has epic characters, epic character development, all these villains, and even like the story is kind of like cool. Like there's races, there's like planets, there's it's all kind of an all encompassing kind of story, right? Like the
Yeah.
Saiyans and Namekians. It's just a cool story, man. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is like one of those. I mean, in the future, I can see myself seeing. If I ever have a kid, I'll definitely want to see it with them again. I just like it's been so many years. I've definitely forgotten stuff, and I'll see it with them. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be crazy if like your kids and they just don't care about Dragon Ball Z. Like what if Dragon Ball Z to them is like for us to watch like Popeyes, like or like
Oh
the
my word, no.
Steamboat Willies. Like it's like this is not cool.
The Popeye and shit. Oh
Yeah,
my
dude, like
god.
it's not funny anymore. It's not fun. It's just like
Oh
old
man,
school.
nah. That stuff was bad, bro. Like, literally no character narration, no character development. Like just sketches doing like a simple plot. I don't even couldn't even tell you a plot.
No.
Or like Looney Tunes. You ever watch Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
Like those were actually pretty good. Like if you go back, like I think it'd be something like that, where like it's classic, classic cartoons. Um,
Okay, that's what you think. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think. It'll be a classic anime. Dragon Ball Z will be part of that list. You know.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the creator of that show died, and
Yeah.
you know,
Rest in peace.
He had this quote saying that if he was to be born again, he wishes he was born the same person but with more talent, which is just crazy to think. I mean, this guy drew and wrote Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and he still wishes he had more talent. Like, how humble can you be, bro? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel Japanese people have this thing where like they just don't want any pride. It's like the worst sin ever. So they're just like, oh, I can be better. I can be better. And it's like, oh man, I don't know, dude. Like you did one of the best things. Like if you wish you had more talent, then what the hell am I gonna be doing in my life,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know?
I think yeah, it's a what's it called? You're right. It's a character. It's a character. What's it called? A trait that a lot of people that are like Asian and like hardworking kind of have. I think that's why those countries are doing very well for themselves. They have a lot of people like that. And man, you created Dragon Ball Z. If I had to create Dragon Ball Z, bro, I'd be telling everyone, bro. I'd be like, damn, I'm the greatest writer ever, bro. I'm the great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be
Yeah.
so different. It'd be so different. So yeah, no respect to him, bro. You know, I think what we're seeing in the video when it showed his career path, and I guess he was very determined because he kept on trying. He wrote a lot of mangas and animes, and they weren't working, they weren't going well, and he kept on trying it, and finally it hit.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because like imagine you in your mind have this idea and then you start drawing the Dragon Ball Z Goku character and then you start thinking of like the villains like maybe like Vegeta, how he became like his friend but first was his adversary. And then you put all this effort into creating this manga
Hmm.
and then later it becomes an anime, and you're like, wow, like I when I started writing this manga, there was no such thing as anime. Now it's an anime, but then it turns into video games, and you're like, whoa, like there was no video games when I even like thought about this, and then it becomes like an animated movie, and you're like, whoa, like we're going in American theaters, and then it becomes what is it called, like an actual movie
Live
with
action movie.
actors, live action
Yeah,
movies, yeah.
it was
So it's
horrible,
just
but yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's like bad, but it's just the fact that someone's idea, they can create it and manifest it into like a live action movie and like a whole universe.
right. Yeah, whole
Very
thing started in his brain.
very few people get to do that, right? Like we have Stan Lee, we have him, we have maybe Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Like there's not that many
Or
like
Game
things
of
that actually,
Thrones. Yeah, you're right. Though. There's a lot
yeah,
of people that, but all those people that do that, they end up like having crazy like careers, or like they're set for life, right? Like someone who's like Narnia. All those stories like are crazy. Like they're epic stories that end up generating you know so much funds for the creators.
billions.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
They become billionaires,
They become billionaires
you
just from
know.
ideas they had in their brain. It's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking about things in your brain, do you think that Neuralink is the mark of the beast? I've been hearing all of these conspiracies that
Mm.
apparently, if you get Neuralink and put it into this Greek numeric calculator, you get the word Neuralink, put it in this Greek numeric calculator, it comes out with the number 666. Which I mean, to me, I don't.
Greek, but Greek.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't believe all this numerology stuff. I think numbers are cool, but I don't. Do you think Neuralink is a sign of a beast? Do you think it's like the end of human civilization or something?
So in the whole Judeo Christian interpretation of the Bible, is the number 666 like, is it? I mean, I'm just being honest, being sincere here. Is it generally mentioned, or is it like kind of implied how most things are in the Bible? Like,
I don't
or is it
know.
mentioned?
I don't know.
I'm just curious because I'm like, um, I don't. I guess you can. The argument would be that the whole Neuralink, what its capabilities can create, what it can create can be either good, which is like angels, or bad, which is like devils and demonic. So,
Oh, it straight up says here. Revelations 13:8 states
mhm.
that if one is the wise and has an understanding to count the number of the beast, which is also the number of a man, the number comes to 666.
Huh, that's
Okay.
crazy. I
Yeah.
think I remember that from Iron Maiden. That one song, "The Number of the
Really?
Beast." Isn't the song called "Number of the Beast"? Uh, but damn, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that'd be crazy if like didn't they say they already put a chip on someone? Like it's
Yeah,
already been
there's
tried.
the first
On
Neuralink.
someone.
The
But
first
don't forget
Neuralink.
also it's also tried on people who are like who are deaf, or who are like it's severely like handicapped. Correct? I thought that's what
Hmm.
the whole thing was, but I don't know, bro. I mean, I think it would you can say that if it's used by someone who's like using it for very who has malintent and who's using it for personal benefit. I think yeah, at that point you can say yeah, it's something that's demonic, or being used for like for the sins, all those sins that are mentioned. So I don't know, bro. What's your opinion of this?
Well, I've always had the understanding that when like the Antichrist comes and the end of the world, the end of times, no one's going to be able to predict it. I think somewhere in the
Right.
Bible it says like no one will be able to predict it. It's just going to happen. And this whole Neuralink getting implemented in your brain, I think it's going to help a lot of problems. I think also it's going to affect a lot of people, and people are probably going to die because it's going to malfunction,
Mm.
and there's going
Yeah.
to be good things and bad. But when I was working at a retirement home, and I went to the area where I was for dementia people with dementia, it was very heartbreaking to see that they were like little children, but worse. Like I went from working at a daycare to working with elderly people, and I got to see how like people who are elderly with dementia are similar to kids, but worse, because with a kid they may be annoying, a little 2 year old, but you
Mm-hmm.
can see there's logic in their actions, in their speech, in the things they wanted to do. There's logic. Person
Yeah.
with dementia, there is no logic. Like you're like the sequence of events don't make sense. That you're relating things I don't know how you connect it. Like even someone like me who's like, oh, let me see if I can think like a mentally ill person or like an addict. Sometimes it's like if I can't connect it, I just feel like damn, I'm trying like and I can't
Hmm.
connect it. So I
Yeah.
think Neuralink is good because if you had a parent, a father or mother who you see have like ALS or some sort of dementia, and there's a solution where it's a chip in their brain and it helps them function, gives them like 10 more years of like a cognitive brain.
Bro,
I mean, I'm for that.
you
I'm
gotta
not
do it.
against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And even like how important, like think about it like this, like your brain gets all these electrical signals sent to it and back to your body or whatever. Right now our body is naturally breathing without us even thinking about it. Our brain, our brain's got us. But like when you reach to those states, like your brain has deteriorated and you're like, you know, you're not able to. Your brain doesn't function as well as it used to, right? It's like I can see why Neuralink would help. It's gonna be someone like Joe Biden would benefit from this. From Neuralink.
Yeah.
Like
The
let's be
president.
honest. Yeah, I mean he should have all cognitive capabilities, and he should be able to generate thoughts and be able to critically think. And I think Neuralink would be able to be a very good tool for that. So let's hope it gets used for good. And I don't know what is your perception of Elon Musk? Is he someone who you would think would is just doing things to for personal gain, or do you think he's doing it for like society or for the benefit of mankind?
I don't know how Elon Musk really is because I know he does a lot of things that are supposed to be for like the benefit of humankind.
Right.
But I also feel like there's things that he could easily fix that he hasn't done. Like one example would be on Twitter. On Twitter, there is way too much like OnlyFans content. Like there's way too much porn. Like I mean, it's not like my feed is distorted. It's like a thing that you can see like on YouTube. People make videos about how like the Twitter feed is just horrible, and
Right.
all these women who do OnlyFans, they can post their OnlyFans on Twitter. I don't think they can post it on Instagram, and I don't think they can post it on TikTok. So like that's a one place that you can get like your subscribers, right? Unless you use like one of those link trees. But on Twitter, like they can put previews and they can just like put all that pornographic material, which I don't think it's right. I think it's bad for men and I think it's bad for women because they're trading like their purity for money, and then men like they're losing their um their motivation because they're watching pornography and it leads to
Right.
infidelity and all these things, and now
100%.
they're happy with their marriage. So Elon bought Twitter to fix the free speech, but why does he allow the pornography aspect? Like just all the other social medias, Instagram is really good about not promoting it. TikTok already like banned it, so why does he keep it up? And that's where I think like I don't know if he's like 100% truly for the benefit of society.
Hmm.
His Cybertruck. It just seems like he does things that are cool, but I don't know if it's like to help people out or I don't know. It seems like it's hard because when you're a billionaire, there may be a lot of things that you can do and things that you can't do because you're afraid they're gonna kill you, or there's probably things that you feel like you can't say that but
Definitely, yeah.
in terms of Neuralink, I think one of the crazy things is that they'll probably be able to hack you, bro. Like if you have a Neuralink, they'll probably be able to hack you and make you kill someone or like get
Just
like
think
your
about
bank
people that hack,
account.
big people that hack, yeah, people that hack like your email and hack your all this stuff. Dang, if they can hack your Neuralink, you're screwed. You're gonna get controlled by some other person. You're gonna be
Yeah,
saying some
dude.
dumb shit. You're gonna be saying,
You're gonna wake up
well,
next to like three guys and be like, what happened,
whoa,
bro?
what?
Boy got hacked.
Three Russians. You out of my reach now. You out of my reach.
Three Vitalis just like
Three.
on you.
Yeah.
The other thing about Neuralink is you can apparently the guy who has Neuralink can control the mouse just by thinking. Like he can just control the mouse. And I
That's
th-
something that make it so easy to edit, bro.
it's so easy to edit. Well, the scary thing is if we're addicted to our phones, like
Imagine that.
you take a
Yeah.
shit while you're on your phone, you take a shower, you're on your phone, you wake up, you get on your phone. If you have Neuralink in your mind, bro, like people already have trouble going to sleep. Imagine with Neuralink, like you might never go to sleep, bro.
The sleep apnea is gonna be crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna be watching like I don't know, like Neon and Adam Ross on stream,
Oh,
just
the
like
Vision, the Apple Vision Pro, and like the that stuff is crazy. How they just have like three windows up in front of them. Like
yeah.
that's insane, bro. Like
I want to
and
get one, dude.
no way you get one, dude. You're gonna
I
be
want to
mad.
get one, but like they're saying not to get the first version. They're saying to get like wait for like version 2 or version
Version 3,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, because
But
like
I just
go ahead.
go ahead, bro.
Okay, well, even like the version that's out in stores, like probably like in the summer or probably like like September, October, they're gonna make the same version but like updated. You know, it's like a product lunch. Like everyone who bought the Apple Pro Vision Pro bought like the first version of it. It's like look at the first iPhone. First iPhone is horrible. It's you can't do anything on it. When it came out, it was cool, but compare that to like the iPhone 3 or 4, it's like way different.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
and then they're probably gonna make it like a Apple Vision Pro C, like SC, you know, the cheap one. Yeah,
Like,
Vision SC.
or they're gonna make one like an eye patch, just one. Like instead of having two, you're gonna have just cover one eye, bro.
You can't afford it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get just for the cheaper version. Yeah, man.
I saw
It's
I saw that that Indian wedding. So apparently this Indian billionaire who they did like those billionaire charts where it says like everything they own, and it went from things from 7-Eleven all the way to like Armani, like all the way to Hugo Boss, like it just like a bunch of different brands this billionaire owned.
hmm
And obviously like all the other billionaires went to his wedding, and it was just interesting to see like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg were both at the wedding, and Mark Zuckerberg had on the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Like he had that
Oh, did
on
he
at the
really?
wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
had
heard
that
about
on at the
those.
wedding.
Yeah,
So those are cool glasses because they have the camera and they can upload to Instagram and they can do like live streaming.
but they're also
And,
fashionable because it's Ray
and
Bans.
then,
Yeah.
yeah, they're also fashionable because the Ray-Bans, and like it's like you can barely see the camera, so like people might not know about it. But the fact that he was wearing it in the wedding is like really good publicity for the Meta glasses. But then also the fact that he was standing next to Bill Gates and they were just hanging out, drinking like a beer or like whatever, it just made me feel like they're all just playing with each other, bro. Like you could have a Facebook versus Microsoft go at it and have like these wars against each other, but then you have both billionaires who both created their companies just hanging out in India together, like petting an elephant. Like it's like
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like it's just who cares, bro. I feel like they're just playing with all of us, bro. They're
Yeah.
like they're
All
just
the.
friends.
It's like you ever see like when it's like when universes collide, right? Like whenever I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure they all collaborate. Like they all talk to each other about what's your next business plan or your next endeavor. Like Jeff Bezos, he has the company Blue Origin going to space, like
Hmm.
trying to go to the moon and stuff.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about this because my my job, we're working with him a bit, and
Mm.
I'm like, I talk to these people, engineers that work with them, and I'm like, I don't know, what if this company just flops, bro? Like, it's all, yeah, these guys are like multi-billionaires, and they're trying to just. I think this is like one of those like I don't know, it's just so interesting that it's like a hobby for them. Like I want okay, you know what? I want international space travel. I want space travel to be a thing. So Blue Origin is going to be doing that, and Elon Musk has SpaceX, and he's done really well with that. He has like that NASA partnerships. He's trying to get the Falcon 9, I think, to go to Mars.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they're very similar. You know, I I don't know. These guys are all just like you said, just main characters, and then at some point at points they cross paths, and it's like Frieza versus let's Cell, or like when all
Yeah.
the enemies, when all the super villains meet, like the Legion of Doom, like all the when all the villains meet and they all like fight against the good. I don't know.
It
It
makes
just
it feel
reminds me of that.
like it makes it feel like they're like influencers who are talking shit online like every day, and then they
Yeah.
meet up for like a UFC event or
And
something, and
hey, what's up, bro? Good to see
yeah,
you. And then
yeah,
dab
yeah,
me up.
yeah,
Like,
and we're like, oh, we're all fooled, huh? They just took our
you
attention. It's like
took our
billionaires do that
money.
with our money. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
it's
the Logan Paul KSI. Like that was 100% what it was. Like they're
yeah,
they're literally partners now, running a company. It's like what the heck. Um,
yeah. It's messed up. Um, well, speaking of partners, because I'm trying to relate everything,
yeah.
did you? So there's a conspiracy
hmm
that Donkey from Shrek in the beginning of the first Shrek movie where they're selling Donkey, he's with Pinocchio. I don't know if you remember that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but then like if you go watch the movie Pinocchio, all the kids get stolen or whatever, they get tricked to go into Pleasure Island, and the kids who indulge in like all the pleasure get turned into donkeys, and then the donkeys
Mm,
get sold. So
gotcha.
the fact that Donkey is childlike in throughout all the Shrek movies, and he was like first introduced alongside with Pinocchio. The theory is that Donkey was a child who was indulging in pleasure in Treasure Island, got converted to a donkey, and that's why he's being sold with Pinocchio. So all
Interesting.
these
That's a nice little conspiracy right there.
nice little conspiracy.
A nice little Easter egg. I
I
mean,
don't like. Do you think those are real things, like the writers write, or you think those are coincidence in life from people just like rewatching and rewatching movies and like putting like meaning to things that don't have any
I mean,
meaning?
it could be. It. I mean, I would like to find like the original writers and give them that pitch and see what they think, and then that'd be interesting. But there's a lot of coincidences and Easter eggs and stuff like that. Like I know, like Marvel movies, they'll have Easter eggs on purpose like that too. They'll write in stuff, or they'll have like a picture of like Batman in the background in a DC movie, but it's Superman movie. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Like in
yeah,
Finding Nemo, the girl, like you know how the girl who's like in the dentist with the braces.
yeah, like that the girl,
Yeah, like she like some. I think she has like a Buzz or a Woody like in her backpack or something, or like
the
a poster. Yeah,
DreamWorks
so
rep or whatever.
yeah, they do things like that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
well, not DreamWorks, it's Pixar.
What? Oh, Pixar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
It's crazy how people go hard for that, right? Like people are like Team Pixar and like they're like all over it, bro. Like they would murder you right now for saying DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. Well, DreamWorks is Shrek. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, there you go.
What's it called? But yeah, people are super like they. Speaking of like Disney, bro, they've been flopping, right? You've been seeing
Yeah.
they had that movie Madam Web, did horrible,
Yes.
and they've I think their next phase of movies from Marvel are gonna be a bunch of flops. Like I don't, after Endgame, Avengers Endgame, they've really had a tough time making good movies. Um, so I don't know, dude. It could be DC's time to fucking step it up because they got like I don't know, you know, they have is their opportunity now.
Yeah, the whole Disney failing is interesting because they recently closed their Disney Studios after 100 years. So like the original Disney Studios is closed,
Yeah,
and I have a feeling that like the reason they're failing is because they're trying to be woke too much. Like they're like
go woke,
it's
go
just
broke.
yeah, go woke, go broke, and it's interesting because minorities, not like racial minorities, but let's say like sexual orientation minorities,
Yeah,
like you have like people like LGBTQ, they're a minority. Like if you look at the numbers, like what percentage of Americans are LGBTQ, it's like
3%.
10%.
I don't know.
10%.
Yeah,
What?
whatever.
Let me look at percentage of US are LGBTQ. 7.1%, which
Wow.
is crazy. That's according to the Gallup poll, 7.1% of people are LGBTQ. So if you have Disney saying we need to be inclusive to LGBTQ people, and they do all their movies, they force like an LGBTQ agenda. One of the main characters, the side characters, LGBT, whatever.
Right.
It's like that's not good marketing. That's not good business because your audience is so wide. You have parents and kids, conservative people, liberal people, but then you're focusing so much on LGBT, and that's only 7% of Americans. So you're reducing your market by like all the way down to 7%, right? To please 7% of people. And then even then, like there's people who are gay who like they don't like this whole like go woke thing. Like there's people who are gay
Mm-hmm.
who are conservative, right? So
Yeah.
they might be like, yo, like it's gay and it's hard, and like I don't really want kids to know about this because this is something that took time for me to realize, and I feel like if more kids should not see, like there might be a gay person who thinks like that. So
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Disney's like pushing on it, like, hey, like we want like give it all to the minorities, but then the minorities are not the majority, so they can't support it like financially. And now you have all these things crashing. So with like the Marvel movies, I feel like they're people are being censored at being creative. Like the writers are probably censored to being creative because they need to go woke. So that's why these movies are just like bombing. Like bro, like the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie was one of the best selling movies like of last year because it was for girls about like a female character. It made
Mm-hmm.
perfect sense.
Right.
But superhero movies are for guys. Like kids like superhero movies, boys.
Yep.
So this whole like forcing female superheroes, it's like who like if you tell a girl, do you want to go see the Barbie movie or do you want to see what Madam Web? What is the girl gonna choose, bro? Like
Barbie all day. Yep.
yeah, so just like stop trying to please the freaking 3% of dykes or girls, bro. Like what's going on, bro? Like
Exactly, bro.
is that a cuss word? I don't know, bro. It
I
might
don't
be,
know.
right?
It might be, but who cares?
Yeah, who
Uh,
cares?
I think you're right. I mean, you gotta know your audience. You gotta know your, your marketing teams should know who they should cater to, right? And I think they are, like you said, making mistakes when it comes to even like Bud Light messed up drastically, right? They almost lost their whole audience, bro. You saw Kid Rock was he was shooting the beers and shit, right? Like,
Yes.
that's not it's not the audience you want to cater. You want to cater your, your content and material towards your, designated audience who actually supports you. So, I think, the
Hey,
whole
bro,
talk about, yeah,
I got some good news. We actually got comments this time.
we got
There's three
comments.
comments. Yeah, that's three. So we got a guy named Chris Cabrera, and he says it's an exhibition? Question mark. Apparently, in the contract, Roy Jones had
Oh
make
my word, you
Mike.
can't talk. Can you not talk, bro?
No, I can't. Apparently, in the contract, Roy Jones had the Mike couldn't knock
Jones,
him out.
Jones, it's Jones.
Roy Jones.
Oh my word, bro, you cannot talk, bro. Are you having a stroke right now? Oh, John commented.
Yeah, John, the crazy guy. He said the Bible says we should know the seasons. Modern America resembles ancient Rome towards the end of its lifespan. Okay, so this Jonathan Cantu guy, do you like him or do you not like him? Because like
John,
I was
yeah, just he's
yeah.
a homie. Yeah.
Okay, well, wasn't there a guy who was commenting on our YouTube channel who you hated that he was commenting about it like
Oh,
a couple
Eric
years ago?
Torres. Eric Torres. That's
Oh,
another
okay.
guy. That's the guy who was like in high school. He was like the weird guy, and I'll always be nice to him. He was cool. I mean, he's cool. He was a funny guy, but now I don't know. He grew up and he was trying to. He became a troll on every social media, like on Facebook.
Hmm.
He just comments like crazy. So I just responded with mean things to him because he's trolling, bro. He's always trolling, talking dumb shit. He's like, Miguel, you look like, he'll mention stupid shit. I think he likes soccer too, so he'll mention stupid shit. But
Till this
nah, John's
day.
cool. Shout out John. Shout out John if you're
Okay.
watching, bro.
Yeah, because he commented on my stand up video and he's like, I'm here for Miguel, and that kind of pissed me off. I'm like, bro, what? If you're here for Miguel, then tell Miguel to fucking upload more videos, bro. Because I'm the one who's
Bro, you're
you're here for
lucky.
Miguel.
You're lucky. He probably tuned in for 1 second and tune out, bro. You're lucky. You know what I'm saying? So you're
do
welcome,
you,
Eric.
do you ever like do you ever see yourself like making like your own videos? Like you think you like
Maybe I
or
have
you
him locked. Maybe I have him in the locker, bro.
your videos
For
in
when
the
you step,
locker?
for when you fuck up, bro.
You have videos in
I
the
have
locker,
him in the
bro?
locker, bro. I have him in the locker like Chris Davis, bro.
Why not, bro? You ain't got nothing then, bro.
Nah, bro, 1,000 songs, dude.
He doesn't have 1,000 songs. Shut up, bro. He has like 2 songs, bro.
Shout out Chris Davis if you're watching, bro. Uh,
Nah, he's
nah,
not
but
watching.
I can do videos. I'm never opposed to it. I just think, I have a house right now, bro. I got priorities, man. you know,
Yeah,
um, what's it called? If you had a house, I'm sure you'd be different too. Um,
yeah,
but no, I enjoy making content like this. I think it's fun. I think it's a good way to, I mean, I like to enjoy doing the short the other day that kind of blew up was kind of. I think I did relatively well. I had like 3,000 views or some shit.
mm-hmm,
The one about Mr. Beast being controlled like a bitch because he fucking took off his post.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing content like this. I at some point, yeah, it would be good to do my own, but as of now, man, I only have time for this. So yep,
yeah. How many like I don't know how many like shorts do you think we'll have to like what's your prediction like based on the past month that we had? We're like putting shorts. It's like when do you think like we'll get an audience by just keeping this up?
I would hope so by the end of the year. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds doable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's all about consistency. It really is, and I think that the stuff we're talking about now kind of it feels kind of like we actually are adding our input and we actually are um adding talking about interesting things that we would generally talk about otherwise, even if we weren't like online. You know,
Yeah.
like we would talk about stuff like this all the time, anyways. So no, I like that our content's kind of finding its narrative and finding its path. So we just gotta stick to it, and everything will come organically as well.
Yeah, so probably like you're saying by the end of the year, if we do like a weekly podcast and we do like shorts throughout the week, we'll get like what would you say? Like give me a number so we can manifest it.
You talking about like, I mean, I would like people to be watching us live. I would like at least like maybe 500 recurrent, 500 live viewers.
Damn, 500 live viewers.
That'd be crazy, right?
That'd be crazy, bro. Because like in live stream numbers are smaller than like view
Yeah, yeah.
numbers.
Right,
Like
like speed 50K is amazing, right? Like
yeah,
right, yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
I
and
mean,
50K views, that's
it's a
like
pretty high
whatever.
goal, but even 50 would be amazing. 50 people watching us, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna set it high. I'm gonna say 500.
500. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
Yeah, because I feel like if you get the like if we had chat, like if we had people commenting like chat,
Oh,
like it makes
it's super easy that way.
yeah, it makes it
Yeah,
so easy, right?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Like and then like they have like Discord, so like so it's like join my Discord, and then like throughout the week the people be uploading things for you to react, you know.
Right. No, yeah,
So it
that
just makes
that
it
makes a lot of
easier.
sense.
Yeah.
It's a organic community growth, right? Like it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because you'll see a stream like you'll see Aiden Ross or like I don't know Neon or Sneak or whatever, and they're like sometimes they're just doing this on stream. They're just sometimes they're just like this, bro. On stream they're just like this.
For like at least 10 minutes, right? Like setting shit up.
Yeah,
Like, oh
dude.
yeah, he's gonna come through. Kai's coming through. Kai's coming through, guys.
Yeah,
Hey guys, Kai's coming through, guys. He's gonna be here in 30 minutes, guys. Hey guys.
yeah.
Right.
They'll be like Kai's gonna come in 30 minutes, and then they'll walk out the door and like it'll just be empty room, and it'll just be like music playing in the background. But that's like so that's the one thing I want to talk about to you about is well, actually, there's two things I want to talk about, I guess, before we wrap this up. But one is I want to live stream on Kick and see if we can throw that in there because on Kick, like you can play music, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, like you can play Drake and stuff. And
Ooh.
I think like if we just play music, like it's gonna set a different vibe because people like. Have you ever like heard? Have you ever like been on the radio? No, on TikTok. Have you ever been like on YouTube and watching a short? And there's a cool song that you like, so you like watch a short because the song's there because you want to hear the song. It never
Not
happened to
really.
you,
I'll be honest, no. Because
but
I'm never on TikTok. I was here Deb's TikTok as well, and I do hear songs that are interesting. I'm like, what song is that? It sounds interesting.
yeah,
But yeah, like that's a
yeah,
thing. That definitely is a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like you watch my video and I have a song in there. Like you might want to watch it because you want to hear the song. You know, like that's the thing.
Or we can do like a thing where we're playing fucking Pink Floyd or some shit. Like just I don't know. That'd be cool. Jamming out to music, just jam session on Thursday or some shit. That'd be a
Yeah,
cool. That'd be a cool stream. Cause like think about I think about it nowadays, man. People are not as well versed on music. Like people be hearing trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you play
yeah,
if you play something like the Eagles or like uh
for real, dude.
something crazy like that, it will stand out. You know.
Yeah, if you were to like jam out to like actual good music and not just like 808s, like yeah, the
808 trap,
Eagles like
808 trap. Yeah.
one of these nights or like Led
Un peso
Zeppelin,
pluma, pero un peso pluma.
yeah,
Yeah, no, come on, guys.
or like even classic Spanish rock, like the Café
Some Maná,
Tacuba,
some shit. Yeah, yeah,
Caifanes,
yeah.
Mana, yeah, people would like
Hey, you
that.
saw, bro. Speaking of that, bro, I want to get your opinion of the Besame Mucho festival.
Okay, so my opinion is the same as many people. The festival needs to be 2 days. One day is not enough. There was a lot of technical audio failure.
Oh,
There was artists that were pushed back. And it's just okay. Think about it. There's ACL is 3 stages and it's three
yes,
days. Okay,
yes, sir.
this event was 4 stages, one day, and most bands were only there for 40 minutes.
Oh my god,
Yes. So, and it's the same amount of people, still like 100,000 people or something. So it's like super hectic. Like Bobby Polido. I wanted to see Bobby Polido.
bro. I saw his video. He did that one song. He has that one song out now.
Desvelado.
Yeah, I
Desvelado.
know.
Well, dude, I'm like Bobby Polido. Let me get there, and I'm running, and it's like da, 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 da. Gracias, muchas gracias todos. I'm like fuck, no, I
That's
paid for
hilarious.
this, bro. But like, and then there's this metal band or it's ska. It's like ska, like ska music.
Yeah,
Like, okay, so it's called Mago de Oz. I don't know if you've heard
I've
Mago
heard
de
about those.
Oz.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they got there 30 minutes late, bro.
Wow, that's crazy.
So then they had to leave 20 minutes early, and they pushed not even 20 minutes early. They got 30 minutes late. And they
They
played
got two
20
songs.
minutes. They got like 4 songs. They pushed everyone back. It was like a mess.
Punk as fuck
And
right there, bro.
there was no service, like there was no phone service, and it was a cashless event. So everything was
Apple
cards,
Pay, all card.
n- all card. And but it's like there's no service. So how the terminal's gonna work? So Cesar,
Mm,
my cousin, he actually got 2 margaritas, one for Vanessa, one for him, and they gave him the margaritas, and then they're like, "Okay, how are you going to pay? Give me your card." And he gives him the card, and they're there for 20 minutes because the Karen lady is like, "No, I'm gonna have to charge you. Like who gave you the margaritas without charging you? Was it her? You should
oh
never
wow.
give anyone margaritas without charging them. 20 minutes, like charging, like try could not
And it
work."
didn't work.
And it didn't work. And then Cesar was like, "I got cash." And Vanessa was like, "No, no, she's being mean to she's like she's being mean to us." And Vanessa was like, "Take a picture of the card." And she's like, "I can't take a picture of the card. That's illegal." And then she's like, "Okay, well, write it down." And then she's like, "I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna charge you on Cash App at the end of the day." And it's
What?
like it's yeah, she was being a Karen, bro.
The
But bro,
dumbest shit ever, bro.
it was $50 for 2 margaritas. They got it for free.
Let's go.
So yeah,
Let's go.
that's
That's how you get turned. That's how you get turned, bro.
and bro, the crazy thing is, I snuck in my cousin, bro.
Hey,
I
let's
snuck
go.
him in. I went in, took my wristbands out. Vanessa like hit it, and then she's walking out the door, and then this big black guy is like, "I need to scan your thing to get out." And I'm like, "Fuck! They never scan a wristband to get out. Like
Mm-hmm.
ACL, you never scan to get out, right? So it makes no
No,
sense."
no, no.
But he scanned her, and she had the other one in her bra, and I was like, "Damn, this guy's not gonna get in. It's not gonna buzz. Like, he's gonna have to pay for something." And then Cesar puts it on, and he's walking, and he scans it, and he said it turned red, but the two guys were just like looking, like talking, and he just kept walking.
What? Let's
So like,
go.
as long as you have the wristband, like it didn't, they don't, they maybe think about it. Like if 100,000 people are coming in the span of like the whole day, 100,000 people. Like
Right.
at the end of the day, if you see someone with the wristband, like I don't think you're gonna look down like looking like does it turn green like 100,000 times, you know?
Yeah, definitely
So
not. So that makes sense. Y'all finesse that shit.
there was a lot of people on the floor, bro. Like a lot of like
Tired.
I don't know if they're doing tusi. I don't know if they're doing like cocaina. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're like just drunk. There's a lot of people on the floor exhausted, bro. Like looked like homeless people. It was weird. It
Damn,
was
bro.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, if you like Mexican music, I would suggest that just like ACL, whenever they announce it, just get it, and then like the lineup is probably gonna be good either way. Like
Is it
there's
gonna
no
become a yearly thing in here in Austin?
I think so. I mean, I think it was success. Like they got so many people to go, so I think
Right.
I didn't like that place. That place is too far, bro. The Formula One
Circuit
place
of the Americas.
is
Yeah.
too far.
It's a crazy venue. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
man.
roof covers to solid sun the whole day, huh?
Spent a whole day, and I want to end on this point. I know it's getting late, so I want to talk about letting go, and specifically on this podcast. Do you think well, first of all, when you're talking on this podcast, what is going through your mind? Are you thinking like, how do I make this thing go viral? What do I say next? Or are you like completely in the state of just a pure conversation? Like, are you having that easy, like effortless letting go?
I'm trying to have that effortless, and then in the back of my brain it'll pop up. Oh yeah, say that, like say this keyword. But for the most part, I think organic conversation is the what people gravitate towards too. Like, for example, the other day I was seeing the Nook Boys podcast with Sugar Sean O'Malley, and they got Bob Menery back on, bro. Like he's on some goofy shit. They brought him back on,
Yeah, it's
and I
kind
thought
of
like
weird.
it was a very, but you know, generally I wouldn't watch a podcast like that because it's like just bros hanging. But
Yeah,
then they brought me into it, and I was like, you know what, these guys are just talking. Like they actually are just talking. Like they're not just trying to. I mean, yeah, they're successful guys, and they obviously Sugar Sean has a UFC fight on Saturday, so it's kind of like obvious that they're trying to do marketing. But them just talking and like it was funny. It was like hanging. It's like hanging with the bros. Everyone loves hanging with their bros, bro. Like let's be honest. Every man needs that. Like, there's scientific studies that show like men
yeah,
need to hang out with men like once a day a week, women need to hang out with their women friends at least once a week, and that creates like a symbiotic kind of good relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I try to encompass in our podcast or in any conversation. Just try to like keep it natural, keep it chill, like keep it have good flow, but try to keep it organic. But yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing I want to work on. Like I'm worried about like is this clip gonna go viral and stuff, but I feel like if I just let it go and have a natural conversation, we're gonna get views. Cause I just feel like you only get views talking about things if you're already famous. But
no, 100%, 100%. I completely agree with that. It's me and you talking about all this corruption going on in the U.S. We're not really gonna get so much views compared to someone like the Hodge twins who like they're famous people on Twitter and like or someone whoever
yeah,
any kind of medium person they'll get more attention saying the same things. But even and not necessarily because they're saying it in a better way or because they're saying it any different, but just because they already have the audience. Um, so we got to get there. There's no excuses, and we take ownership. We got to take ownership, bro. I mean, we're not where we are because we are. We maybe haven't deserved it. So we gotta
yeah.
earn it. We gotta earn it. So
Gotta earn it. Earn your strikes. And with that, I want to end this podcast. Guys, watch it or not, listen or
or
not,
not, it's whatever.
whatever.